What's good, everybody? This is Brian Mazik, aka Franchise Player, and I got a segment of NBA 2K15 news, thoughts, and series updates. Let's jump right into it. They tweeting about it already. LD2K, Chris Manning, you guys know him, for NBA 2K15. He has announced something that a lot of people are going to be very excited about, which is the fact that there's going to be new hairstyles available for use with your My Career player, your My Player in NBA 2K15 on next gen. That's something that a lot of people have been asking about. One of the top questions that I've gotten with Ask FP, I've got it so many times I had to stop putting some of those questions in because it was getting repetitive. But happy to say that LD did actually confirm that. He also says and more. So I'm wondering and hoping that we'll also maybe be able to make creative players a little bit taller than 7'2" if we want to. Also hoping, some people were asking for being able to customize home and away accessories, shoes, and that sort of thing. Somebody even said something about making their socks longer. At some point, though, I do start to say, man, if you just think about if you was making this game, right? Some people don't have a concept of this, but if you was making this game, making these changes are nowhere near as easy as sometimes people think. So then you go ahead and you take feedback and you go, okay, I'm gonna make this change, right? And then somebody come and say, but I really want my socks longer. You like, bruh, I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to get everything we can get in as possible, but you gonna cry about your socks. So I understand, but at the same token, I'm like, come on, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of, you know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to get everything in. You just hopefully you get the biggest stuff, right? That's really kind of the way it's got to go. So I'm looking forward to it. There's no ETA on the patch, but we do know at least that it's coming. I don't know if y'all noticed. I rescanned myself. I don't need that skin tone evener no more. I got so fresh and so fresh and so fly with it. I'm thinking about maybe growing some hair. But if I grow some hair, then if I do decide to grow some hair, I'm gonna wait and grow some hair when they get the new hairstyles. You know what I'm saying? Go to the new barber and see what the new barber got for me. But that's that. Let's move on. Also, NBA 2K15 announced via Twitter that the stage on NBA 2K15 is available for PS4 as it has been, and now it's available for Xbox One. Ante up. I myself have never played the stage. I'm not super into that whole concept anyway. I definitely don't dig the park, because the park is like a dunk fest, 3-point shootout fest, pretty much all it is. Jordan Rec Center probably could be cool. That's what I played when I went to the community team up, and that was really fun, but it's just so hard to get a game. I mean, you go there and you might as well be a sportscaster, because you're going to be sitting there watching for a good minute. So hopefully some fixes with that, because it's real hard to get in the game. Next up, we ought to just give an applause to Mike Stoffer, aka 2K Star for NBA 2K15. His roster updates have been the best in series history, perhaps the best in a sports game I've ever seen. Now, this is early, so obviously you still got to keep up, but the details you see on the screen is the update that came on Sunday, and for the last 2 weeks or so, maybe a week and a half, updates have come every single day, with the exception of Monday, which is today, if you're watching it today. He didn't have an update, but he put a tweet out and said it was technical difficulties. He at least touched base with you. He touched base with the community. Everybody needs to have their bases touched at some point. He killed it. He's killing it right now, and you really got to recognize when somebody's really killing it. Now, series updates from Franchise Play. Franchise Nation, this is the deal, right? A lot of people are saying, where's this? When is this coming? Whatever. This is what I'm working on right now, the Going Home My League series. So obviously I did the roster, put that out. But now I'm doing the My League with it. So I'm not going to play the whole joint, but I'm going to play the whole joint at some point, but I'm not trying to play it all up now. Playing up some episodes so I can put them out there for you guys, kind of doing things in sections, so we can kind of, keep a steady flow of stuff going from there. Player faces, tattoos, and shoes. Not going to finish the whole series, but I'm going to give a nice amount of those to go out. Next is Franchise Fiction. So I'm going to finish out that draft class so I can move into that. That's the Bulls My GM series. And then coming back to My Career. But I'm wondering sometimes, should I even come back to My Career? And here's why. Y'all ain't watching it. It's the lowest views I've ever seen on my Career series. So I don't know. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't mean that you hate it. You feel what I'm saying? But I might start doing something where it's like a cancellation of my series. You know how in real life, If a TV show don't get enough views, the network cancels it. So I might have to consider cancel. Maybe I might have to set like a limit and be like, if this little series I'm doing don't get a certain amount of views, don't average a certain amount of views, it's gonna get canned. It ain't gonna get called back for the fall season. I don't know. We might have to do that. I don't know. I hope y'all appreciated this and liked watching it. So subscribe, follow, peace.